Welcome everyone to Earth Song, service and support for Gaia and the New Earth human. Hello friends, hello, and welcome back, welcome back. I'm sitting here with the ancestors, with Archangel Ariel, a little tarot, my bins with my made up tarot table, a little behind the scenes. Today we're going to do our Earth Council update for July through to the end of August is what the channeling said. So before we go any further, get yourself in good old sacred space, get all wrapped up in love light and light love. Inviting in the guides who overlight TLC for the soul, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Pleiadians, a cast of other guides, calling in our Earth Council members, Archangel Michael, some of the same people, Archangel Metatron, some of the same guides, Archangel Chamuel, Merlin, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Archangel Raphael, some kind of come and go. We've got a lot of green healing energy that we're going to be kind of projecting. We've got green behind us with the trees. Energy of the forest. This is kind of the picture I'm looking at right now. I'll see if it'll show on the camera. Okay, so we've got green. Green, green, green. All right. I'm recording this July 16th, 2024. There's a big old full moon, the second full moon in Capricorn coming up on the 20th. We talked about this the other day on Bringers to the Light Sundays with all of the kind of bam, 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 bam things and the energies that are coming up. Next, with the time outside of time and the Galactic New Year on the 26th of July, Lammas, Lunasa, first harvest on the 1st/2nd-ish of August, Lionsgate on the 8th. It's very potent and powerful. There's all sorts of stuff happening in the astrology to support big changes right now. And it's like big changes. All the outer planets are doing all these dances and stuff to support shakeups in the energy to bring in the things that you've been asking for, the big things you want. These are those shifts where you can jump onto a new life stream, not a timeline. A timeline's like throughout the day you can shift timelines. This is more like destiny calling. It's time to move on to the next part of your mission or your life or whatever. So these are the big changes, moving, marriage, divorce, kids being birthed, or finding out you're gonna have a baby, divorce, those big job changes, big, moves across country or across countries. I'm already seeing it playing out in the outer world. I don't have to name all the big things that are going on. I think it will be very evident in the channeling what we're talking about. But before I read it, it's very succinct, it's not very long. I want to pull a card and see what the cards also have to say along those same lines. And if there's anything else when I read it that we want to ask the Earth Council members. So I've got the Vision Quest Tarot. This is the deck that I pull out whenever I need like very direct, very not necessarily, I don't know if it's tough love, but it's more like this deck will tell you exactly what's going on and exactly what you need to do to shift the energy. So let's just see what the vision quest also wants to say in addition to the channeling that we're going to read. Okay, so I've got a couple, oh, I've got 3 cards. I've got, card number 3 is grandmother. Oh, that's so funny because there's my mom. That's my mom when she was a little girl back there. But my grandmother, I've got grandmothers here because they are grandmothers. So my mom's a grandmother. Over here, you can't see, it's off camera, is my son's grandmother on his dad's side of the family. So we have grandmother energy with that turtle. We also have Ace of Water in reverse. So I read reversals as significators. So it's probably the one they'll have me read, but let me just see. And Daughter of Water. I think daughters are the knights, Knight of Cups. All right. So which one? They want me to read the grandmother. Okay, so grandmother relates to the Empress. Creativity, caring, productivity, the power of mature feminine wisdom, heartfelt empathy, compassion. Yes, this is all the things we should be embodying. Protection, understanding, and safekeeping. You're in a perfect position to help others recognize their worth and find a more positive way to live on this earth. Your example is helpful, most of all, to yourself. Accept this responsibility. It may prove to be the greatest blessing of your life. Nothing is more satisfying than to draw from the well of your inexhaustible inner fullness and to let the energy of your heart with all its nurturing qualities stream into the world. Once you start recognizing your own self in all those around you, you have no choice but to reveal your full potential. Your heart has been awakened. You have come home and realized your true being. Now live it. Lots of water energy and divine feminine energy all over, all these waters streaming down with the grandmother card. That's a divine feminine energy. The Ace of Water, the Daughter of Water, creativity, power. It also came up in the sacred perfume that I pulled out this morning. So I keep all these little samples from my favorite. Sage Athena is my favorite perfume maker. But Bonfire came out this morning. Capture the essence. I have Bonfire on. For warmth and vitality, capture the essence of hot summer days and balmy nights with my customer favorite Bonfire perfume. Smells just like a campfire should, with notes of firewood mingling with sweet and toasty aroma of marshmallows. And it says, she says, when I dreamt up this perfume, I wanted to create a blend that brings feelings of warmth, joy, and inspiration, one that energizes, uplifts, and cleanses you. Working with the fire element, working with this blend is a powerful way to tap into the fire element associated with life force, inspiration, creativity, and passion. It gets things going and generates transformation. All right, so on a little side note, we have a lot of water coming in. We have a lot of intuitive, guidance, a lot of downloads, a lot of inspiration, a lot of inspiring messages. But if you don't do anything with those messages, then the energy just kind of dissipates. So in terms of creative fire, in the astrology, it says Mars is getting ready to go into Gemini on the 20th. Gemini, sign of the twins. Come on. And apparently, so Mars has been in Taurus, which has been a little bit slow moving for the divine masculine. But when, and that's the masculine within as well as the divine masculine as you resonate with that for yourself. And once Mars hits Gemini, it's also all systems go, right? So again, it's fine to have intuitive guidance, intuitive hits, stuff, all these ideas and creative inspiration. But if you just sit on it and don't do anything, you need to get moving on these plans and take action. Let's read the channeling, because that could be a whole other healing episode where we need to work. Some of you, I know we need to work on your root chakra. Some of you, your root chakra needs to come back into balance, because it's keeping you kind of like sedentary and keeping you from achieving a lot of your goals. Where is this? All right. So I'm going to read this like we've been doing for the past couple of months since we've been bringing the Earth Council members in. We'll see how these cards relate to the channeling, and if there's anything else we want to talk about for the council. Every month they've brought in a theme or key points they want to focus on. Last month I think we had 5 key points. This month we have 1 key point. And so they're saying that this channeling is from July now, or whenever you listen to this, to the end of August 2024. And the key topic that they want to talk about is foreshadowing. So here we go. Right now into August is a potent time of foreshadowing of what's to come over the next decade. Talked about, as we said, big changes. We are entering an era of increased power on the planet, but with this power also comes the ability to misuse it yet again. The councils of light have put in place very important proxies in many different areas of the planet. These proxies are tasked with keeping the light of the world in check, so to speak. We are not here to say that anything will happen to deter the light. However, potential still exists that wish to overthrow all the work that has been established by the uplifting of the grids and the crystalline consciousness of our world. During this potent time of expression, take note of what is around you. You create your own inner world. Well, no, it says you create your own world, inner and outer. And regardless of what happens in the exterior world, it is still within your own creative endeavor to bypass this and create something different for yourself. Worlds constantly change. People and beings come and go. Consciousness shifts, and our world turns on. You, bringer of the light, have trained well for these times. Don't allow yourself to be dissuaded from your own mission and tasks. You can be the calm in any storm, and you can even create your own inner garden away from the storms of the outer world. Watch what is happening in your own arena. Don't allow someone else's fortunes or seeming misfortunes to dissuade you from being the best bringer of the light that you can be. Will there be tests and trials in your world? Yes, of course, but not to the extent that they are happening externally. You are shielded from the worst of it due to your assignment. Your job is to keep calm, keep your vibration high, stay in your own lane, keep going within, check in with your inner guidance and your guides, and most importantly, keep the flame of love alive within and around you. This is your top priority from now on. How you approach these energies will affect your own experience, internal and external. Be diligent. Okay, so you can pull your own interpretations from many of those things. I would say this is a time right now when you're going to see potentials where people that have seemingly been on a big high go into their dark nights of the soul, and people that have been in their dark nights of the soul rise, come out of that, and are rising up now, to be of service, or however, whatever their assignment is. We can't get all excited and in a tizzy about every little thing that's happening out there, because your assignment, if you're here listening to this, is to help hold the the grids in balance, the grids, the crystalline consciousness, the grids of the planet. We've been talking a lot about the planetary grids, working with Bringers of the Light Maui over the past couple of weeks on Bringers of the Light Sundays. We're helping hold the consciousness of the planet high. We're helping hold the grid stable and steady. And you can't do that if you're all up in arms about any little thing that's going on. And it's not going to be any little one thing. You're going to see this thing, and then I'm talking about, you open up your Instagram and you're like, oh my God, look at that post from so-and-so. Whoa, you know what? And then, oh my God, look, here comes this person. And oh my God, what happened to them? I mean, even I got a little pulled into it this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, can you believe that post from this person? I can't believe this. And I was like, oh my gosh, this person is going into a dark night of the soul. I can just see it. It's one thing to see it, but it's another to dive into it and to continue to immerse yourself in those energies. The example I gave yesterday in Motivational Mondays on Patreon was, yesterday was like very hectic for me. It happened overnight. There was crazy stuff going on with rain and leaks in my house and stuff. And I woke up and my dog was having issues. And then I started listening to Molly McCord's astrology report for this full moon. And she was talking about the same thing, like the full moon into August and how chaotic and this, that, and the other. And she was using all these terms and words, and I was getting all stressed out, like, what is happening? You know, what? And then I had to like go, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's fine. There's always a T-square. There's always, you know, Pluto and Uranus and Saturn and planets and doing the dance of the skies to do something. There's always change, right? Change is constant. And so I and you cannot let yourself be riled up by every little potential that's out there. These big things that are happening in the outer world are happening because that's the way change happens, right? You want to bring better in, you got to shake up and get rid of what's there and bring the better in, right? The example of moving. You want to move somewhere? Okay, you got to shake up your whole entire house. You got to break everything down, put it on the boxes and move. So it's the way you approach these things that's going to kind of make it or, you know, break it kind of in a sense for you. We'll go back to the good old saying. It holds true every single time. When you get nervous, focus on service. You know, so you find some of these things pushing your buttons, because these full moons and these new moons are going to be, you know, button pushers. And they're going to bring out, as they always do, but even more so right now, over the next month and a half or so, they're going to bring out even more catalytic change. And if you're not solid grounded, you're feeling, and I'm feeling it too, right? I'm not perfect. I still have stuff I'm working on. I still have to work on boundaries. I'm still working on boundaries. You know, sometimes my boundaries are too loose in areas and they need to be tighter. Sometimes they're too tight in areas where they need to loosen up. I'm still working on release and control. I'm a big, like, I want it my way person. And Spirit's like, well, you don't get it your way this lifetime. You get it the way you get it a different way, which is, you know, you're just supposed to go with the flow. You're not supposed to know everything that's going to happen. You know, I've had to really, really, really pull back and release control. It's very hard. I'm a very ambitious person. My moon is in Aries. I've got a lot of fire. Like, my Jupiter is in Leo. A lot of like fire exists there as well. And I want to drive for results. That's the way I've always been. I'm not a person to sit back and not do anything. I'm probably the person that's always doing something. I like to be doing things. I don't like to be sitting in, I like to play with the divine feminine energy, but I don't like to sit still for too long. I like to accomplish things. And so, you know, everybody's going to be different. That's me. But I think everybody wants to accomplish things in their life, right? I mean, like Master Co always said, do you just want to come here and live the normal, you know, life that everybody's living and not do anything, you know, to grow your soul or to help other people? It's like, that's just a wasted life. That's just a wasted incarnation. But our job right now is to keep calm and carry on, okay? Many people here, not necessarily everybody all at the same time, but many of you, because we're pretty much all in the same soul groups, are going to have some nice rewards coming up. And there are big things coming in, and they will shake up your world, but they'll shake up your world like in a positive way and not in a downturn kind of way. I think a lot of people here have been in the downturn, dark night of the soul energy for quite some time, and you've been doing a lot of service. We don't have to go into the karma discussion again, to bring yourself back from that and to build your karmic banks and to do service work and all that. And so now there's those of us, many of us, possibly all of us, they're saying, sitting here waiting to reap the rewards of those efforts. And we're the ones that are going to be on the uptick now. And some of the people you follow, others out there, many leaving the planet right now, cannot handle the higher frequencies and have chosen to say, adios, muchachos, we're on our way out. And and so you might see some of your favorite people that you follow or whatever going into the dark night of the soul. And you may be guided to pull back from those people for a while, or you may be finding yourself in service to people who are going through the dark night of the soul, and you're the way shower now. You're the one that's like, when you were going through your dark night of the soul, you had all your favorite, content creators or whatever, spirituality based people that you were following, who were like your guiding light when you were going through your dark night of the soul. And now the tables are flipped, right? You're going to be the guiding light for many people going through their dark night of the soul, because you've lived it to the umpteenth. And so you're a perfect way shower now. Perfect in the sense that you've got plenty of experience under your belt of how to guide folks that are going through these tumultuous times. And, to help people understand that you can see from your own experience that, great times don't last forever and tumultuous times don't last forever. Change is constant. Change is constant. That's a big thing. Change is constant. You may be on top of the world tomorrow, and 5 years from now, you may be having another dark night of the soul, right? Enjoy. That's why they keep saying enjoy the moment. That's why all these little, like cute little sayings that Spirit gives us, like enjoy the moment, be in the now. We think it's so cute, like practice self-love, like, oh, it's so cute, Spirit loves me, be in the now, yeah, thanks. Like it is a nice message like that, but I tell you, there's always another higher perspective. It wasn't just that, right? It wasn't just like, oh, treat yourself right. It's happening because now you are the one out there doing the work, the way show or whatever. You're coming out of the cave or whatever, and you need to have those very important skills in place, because if you're going to be helping a lot of people, you're going to have to learn to have good boundaries. You're going to have to learn to take care of yourself. If you have more people, that are flocking to you, you're going to need all of those skills in place to manage your energy appropriately. It's one thing when you're by yourself in your hermit mode for the past, I don't know, like I've been in hermit mode for who knows how long now, since 2015, almost 10 years. When you're by yourself the whole time and you're just like, handling, the one person that comes to your door every now and then, or the people you see out when you're walking. It could be like flocks. It could be thousands of people, following your account or whatever, who knows? Or, they're so into you because you've got all these answers that are helping them feel better. And then you need to learn how to really manage your energy and keep your vibe high, especially when there's a lot of people in lower vibrations seeking the light, okay? Seeking the light. We've got people with all the shadows coming out to be healed, and you're going to have to be, as a way shower, in whatever capacity that you do it, however that is in your world. I'm feeling like if you're not doing those kinds of things now, you will be put in positions where you will become a way shower for other people. You just can't not be, because you've mastered that part of your life now, the shadow work, you know, clearing karma, all of that. Working through your own, you know, union within, you know, divine masculine, divine, you've done all that. And so now it's time for you to go out and be the, you know, be the, I don't know, whatever name you want to put on it. Be the guru, be the teacher, be the shaman, the magician, whatever, the wizard, the witch. Let me just pause here and see if there's anything else. Okay, they want me to read Daughter of Water. And then we're going to close it out. This is Daughter of Water. Funny, the significator is the one. They're like the significator was all the things I just said. This Ace of Water. You're getting you got your activation, I guess, through this message. Daughter of Water. Where is it? Romance, I'll take it. Loving aspirations, yearning, enchantment, poetry, dream world, willingness to surrender. Here we go. Attachment, affection, could also be emotional pain. This card depicts the endless longing of the soul to be immersed in the beauty of love and therefore life over and over again. This is why we keep coming. We talked about this before. This is why we keep coming back to the planet. I love the planet. That's why I keep coming back. I don't know, not so much humanity, but I do love the planet. Your most delicate feminine qualities are searching for an expression. You long for true intimacy, to be cherished in loving recognition. Let yourself be led by your deepest stirrings now. You want to pour the full force of your love into a relationship. Interesting. To be swept off your feet, to dissolve completely in love. Never let this longing be put down or ridiculed by anyone. Life is all about letting out love force flow instead of love force flow unabashedly and learning and leaning in to trust its course. If you have no partner at this time, let nature be the one who allows you to feel the sweetness of dissolving into a divine union with the miracle of life itself. That did come out in our Bringers the Light Sunday for this week, was all about divine unions and divine partnership. Any of you calling in a partner, Twin Flames came out in the Almost Daily Shorts today. This is the card for you. This is coming in. Anything you're calling in, what are the rewards you've been calling in for quite some time? Are you calling in a partner? Are you calling in romance? Are you calling in your own inner union with yourself? Outer rewards, you know, new stuff. You know, we talked about the car, the new house, the new location, the new. There's aces. Even Nyoka, my son, this morning was like, Mom, I keep seeing 111 everywhere. 111. And I'm like, yeah, me too. I'm seeing 22. I see 222 like all day long. It just floats around and follows me everywhere I go. It's constantly. I probably see 222 and 22 probably like 20 times a day. So let me just see, is there anything else they have? Okay, they are complete. So, public service announcement, successfully communicated. So if you have any questions for the Earth Council as a result of this, you know, feel free to put those in the comments or send those to me, and we will bring those to when we get enough, if there are any questions for them, if we get enough, we can come back and do those in another show. But for now, it looks like our job is done. We've communicated what we need to, and we will see you all again soon in the astrals, a TLC for the soul. Take care.